Hello, my friends. Welcome back to English Podcast for Newbies. I am so happy to have you here today for another exciting lesson. I know learning a new language can feel challenging sometimes, but trust me, you are doing great. Just keep practicing and you will see progress. Today, we are going to talk about something that everyone does, what we do after work every day. This is a super practical topic because you can use these phrases and words almost every single day. Think about it. You finish work or school, and then what? You probably do some very common things. Learning how to talk about those things will help you in so many everyday conversations. Why is this topic important? Well, imagine you are talking to a new friend. They ask you, "What do you do after work?" If you know the right words, you can easily tell them about your life. You can say things like, "I usually go to the gym," or "I like to relax and watch TV." It's a great way to connect with people and share your interests. Let me tell you a quick story. When I first moved to a new country, I didn't know how to answer this question. Someone asked me, "What do you do after work?" And I just said, "Nothing." I felt so embarrassed. I did lots of things. I just didn't know the English words for them. That's why I want to help you avoid that awkward moment. In today's lesson, you will learn lots of new vocabulary. For talking about your after-work routine, we will cover everything from simple activities like eating dinner to more exciting things like going out with friends. We will also practice using these words in sentences, so you feel confident speaking. Here's what we will cover today. First, we will learn some basic vocabulary about common after-work activities. Then, we will practice using these words in sentences. After that, we will dive deeper into more specific activities and related phrases. And finally, we will review everything we learn to make sure you remember it all. Are you ready to get started? I am so excited to teach you. Remember, don't be afraid to make mistakes. That's how we learn. Just relax, listen carefully, and repeat after me. Let's begin. Section 1. Foundation concepts. Okay, let's start with some foundation vocabulary. These are the things most people do after work or school. Our first major concept is describing your routine. We need verbs and some time vocabulary. Let's start with some basic verbs. The first verb is to go. Repeat after me. To go. To go means to move from one place to another. For example, after work, I might go home. Repeat after me. I go home. I go home after work. Very good. Now another important verb is to eat. Repeat after me. To eat. To eat means to put food in your mouth and swallow it. After work, many people eat dinner. Repeat after me. I eat dinner. I eat dinner after work. Good job. Next, we have the verb to watch. Repeat after me. To watch. To watch means to look at something for a period of time, especially something that is moving or happening. I often watch TV after work. Repeat after me. I watch TV. I watch TV after work. Excellent. Another useful verb is to relax. Repeat after me. To relax. To relax means to become less worried or stressed. After a long day, I need to relax. Repeat after me. I relax. I relax after work. Perfect. And finally, let's learn the verb to meet. Repeat after me. To meet. To meet means to see and talk to someone for the first time, or to see someone you know. I sometimes meet friends after work. Repeat after me. I meet friends. I meet friends after work. Wonderful. Now let's use these verbs in some real-life scenarios. Imagine you work in an office. After work, you feel tired. You probably want to go home. You can say, after work, I go straight home. Repeat after me. After work, I go straight home. Or maybe you are hungry after work. You can say, I'm so hungry. I need to eat dinner. Repeat after me. I'm so hungry. I need to eat dinner. Perhaps you are stressed after a difficult day. You can say, I had a tough day. I just want to relax and watch a movie. Repeat after me. I had a tough day. I just want to relax and watch a movie. What if you want to see your friends? You can say, let's meet for coffee after work. Repeat after me. Let's meet for coffee after work. Here are some more sentences to repeat. I go to the gym after work. Repeat. I go to the gym after work. I eat a snack after work. Repeat. I eat a snack after work. I watch YouTube videos after work. Repeat. I watch YouTube videos after work. I relax in my garden after work. Repeat. I relax in my garden after work. I meet my family for dinner after work. Repeat. I meet my family for dinner after work. I go for a walk after work. Repeat. I go for a walk after work. I eat dessert after work. Repeat. I eat dessert after work. I watch the news after work. Repeat. I watch the news after work. I relax with a good book after work. Repeat. I relax with a good book after work. I meet my classmates to study after work. Repeat. I meet my classmates to study after work. A common mistake students make is forgetting the word to before the verb. For example, they might say, I go gym instead of I go to the gym. Remember, we need to before the base form of the verb when we are talking about the purpose of going somewhere. Another mistake is mixing up watch and see. We usually watch something that moves, like TV or a movie. We see something that is stationary, like a picture or a building. Here's a tip for remembering these words. Try to associate each word with a picture in your mind. For example, when you think of to go, imagine yourself walking out the door. When you think of to eat, imagine a delicious plate of food. This will help you remember the meaning of the words more easily. Think about this. What do you usually do immediately after work or school? Take a moment to consider your routine and try to use these new words to describe it. This mental practice will really help solidify your understanding. Practice break 1. Now let's practice what we just learned. I will say a sentence and you repeat after me. Try to copy my pronunciation as closely as possible. We will go slowly. 1. After work, I go to the supermarket. Repeat. After work, I go to the supermarket. 2. I eat a quick meal after work. Repeat. I eat a quick meal after work. 3. I watch the sunset after work. Repeat. I watch the sunset after work. 4. I relax by listening to music after work. Repeat. I relax by listening to music after work. 5. I meet my sister for a chat after work. Repeat. I meet my sister for a chat after work. 6. I go home and change clothes. Repeat. I go home and change clothes. 7. I eat something sweet after work. Repeat. I eat something sweet after work. 8. I watch the birds in my garden. Repeat. I watch the birds in my garden. 9. I relax with a cup of tea. Repeat. I relax with a cup of tea. 10. I meet my team for a project meeting. Repeat. I meet my team for a project meeting. 11. I go to my language class. Repeat. I go to my language class. 12. I eat a sandwich for dinner. Repeat. I eat a sandwich for dinner. 13. I watch a comedy show. Repeat. I watch a comedy show. 14. I relax by taking a hot bath. Repeat. I relax by taking a hot bath. 15. I meet up with my neighbors. Repeat. I meet up with my neighbors. 16. I go to the park for a walk. Repeat. I go to the park for a walk. 17. I eat some fruit after work. Repeat. I eat some fruit after work. 18. I watch the animals playing outside. Repeat. I watch the animals playing outside. 19. I relax with my pets. Repeat. I relax with my pets. 20. I meet my parents for a visit. Repeat. I meet my parents for a visit. Great job. You are doing fantastic. Try to shadow me, meaning try to say it at the same time. This is a technique that helps to improve your pronunciation. It feels a bit strange at first, but it really works. Section 2. Deeper dive. Now that we have covered the basic verbs, let's dive a little deeper. We will talk about some more specific activities and related vocabulary. We're going to build on our knowledge of routines. Let's talk about cooking. Repeat after me. To cook. To cook means to prepare food by heating it. After work, some people like to cook dinner. Repeat after me. I cook dinner. I cook dinner after work. You might say, I enjoy cooking a delicious meal after a long day. Another activity is reading. Repeat after me. To read. To read means to look at and understand written words. I often read a book after work. Repeat after me. I read a book. I read a book after work. You might say, I like to read a novel before bed. Now let's talk about exercise. Repeat after me. To exercise. To exercise means to do physical activities, to stay healthy. Some people go to the gym to exercise after work. Repeat after me. I exercise. I exercise after work. You might say, I feel energized after exercising. Another common activity is cleaning. Repeat after me. To clean. To clean means to make something free from dirt or mess. Some people clean their house after work. Repeat after me. I clean after work. You might say, I need to clean my apartment this evening. And finally, let's talk about spending time with family. Repeat after me. To spend time with family. This means to be together and enjoy each other's company. I love to spend time with my family after work. Repeat after me. I spend time with family. I spend time with family after work. You might say, I cherish the time I spend with my family. Let's look at some mini dialogues. This will help you practice using these phrases in a conversation. Dialogue 1. Person A, what do you do after work? Person B, I usually cook dinner and watch some TV. What about you? Person A, I exercise. Repeat after me. Person A, what do you do after work? Person B, I usually cook dinner and watch some TV. What about you? Person A, I exercise at the gym. Dialogue 2, Person A, are you busy after work today? Person B, no, I'm free. I was planning to read a book. Person A, that sounds relaxing. Repeat after me. Person A, are you busy after work today? Person B, no, I'm free. I was planning to read a book. Person A, that sounds relaxing. Dialogue 3, Person A, do you have any plans for after work? Person B, I'm going to spend time with my family. We're going to play a game. Person A, that sounds like fun. Repeat after me. Person A, do you have any plans for after work? Person B, I'm going to spend time with my family. We're going to play a game. Person A, that sounds like fun. Native English speakers often use contractions. For example, instead of saying, I am going to, they might say, I'm gonna. This is more casual and common in everyday conversation. Here are some more phrases with contractions. I'm gonna cook dinner. Repeat, I'm gonna cook dinner. I'm gonna read a book. I'm gonna exercise at the gym. Repeat, I'm gonna exercise at the gym. I'm gonna clean my apartment. Repeat, I'm gonna clean my apartment. I'm gonna spend time with my family. Repeat, I'm gonna spend time with my family. It's good to be aware of cultural differences. In some cultures, it's common to go out with colleagues after work for drinks or a meal. In other cultures, people prefer to go straight home to be with their families. Think about this. How do people in your culture typically spend their time after work? Is it similar to what we have discussed, or are there some differences? Here are some more sentences to practice. I cook pasta after work. Repeat, I cook pasta after work. I read the news after work. Repeat, I read the news after work. I exercise by going for a run after work. Repeat, I exercise by going for a run after work. I clean my room after work. Repeat, I clean my room after work. I spend time with my children after work. Repeat, I spend time with my children after work. I cook a special meal on Fridays. Repeat, I cook a special meal on Fridays. I read comics after work. Repeat, I read comics after work. I exercise at home with a video. Repeat, I exercise at home with a video. I clean the dishes after dinner. Repeat, I clean the dishes after dinner. I spend time with my pets after work. Repeat, I spend time with my pets after work. Practice break. 2. Let's practice these new phrases in some conversational scenarios. This time, I'll give you a situation and you try to say what you would do. Scenario 1. You are feeling stressed after work. What do you do to relax? Possible answer, I relax by taking a hot bath. Scenario 2. You are hungry after work. What do you cook for dinner? Possible answer, I cook a quick pasta dish. Scenario 3, you want to stay healthy. How do you exercise after work? Possible answer, I exercise by going for a run. Scenario 4, your apartment is messy. What do you do after work? Possible answer, I clean my apartment. Scenario 5, you want to connect with your family. How do you spend time with them after work? Possible answer, I spend time with my family by playing a game. Now, let's repeat these sentences. 1. After work, I cook something delicious. Repeat. After work, I cook something delicious. 2. I read a chapter of my favorite book. Repeat. I read a chapter of my favorite book. 3. I exercise to stay in shape. Repeat. I exercise to stay in shape. 4. I clean up my desk after work. Repeat. I clean up my desk after work. 5. I spend time talking to my partner. Repeat. I spend time talking to my partner. 6. I cook a healthy salad. Repeat. I cook a healthy salad. 7. I read articles online. Repeat. I read articles online. 8. I exercise with my friends. Repeat. I exercise with my friends. 9. I clean the kitchen after cooking. Repeat. I clean the kitchen after cooking. 10. I spend time relaxing with my family. Repeat. I spend time relaxing with my family. 11. I cook my favorite recipe. Repeat. I cook my favorite recipe. 12. I read before bed. Repeat. I read before bed. 13. I exercise by doing yoga. Repeat. I exercise by doing yoga. 14. I clean the bathroom once a week. Repeat. I clean the bathroom once a week. 15. I spend time calling my parents. Repeat. I spend time calling my parents. 16. I cook different meals every day. Repeat. I cook different meals every day. 17. I read to improve my English. Repeat. I read to improve my English. 18. I exercise to release stress. Repeat. I exercise to release stress. 19. I clean to feel organized. Repeat. I clean to feel organized. 20. I spend time connecting with my loved ones. Repeat. I spend time connecting with my loved ones. Excellent. You are getting better and better. Keep practicing and trying to say these sentences naturally like a native speaker. Section 3, Advanced Applications. Now let's move to some advanced applications. We will combine what we have learned so far and add some more complex phrases and idioms. This is where we can really refine our conversational skills. Let's talk about hobbies. A hobby is something you enjoy doing in your free time. For example, you might say, my hobby is playing the guitar. Some common hobbies include reading, gardening, playing sports, painting, cooking, listening to music. Now, let's combine hobbies with our after-work routine. You can say, after work, I indulge in my hobby of painting. Repeat after me. After work, I indulge in my hobby of painting. Another example, I unwind after work by listening to my favorite music. Repeat after me. I unwind after work by listening to my favorite music. Here are some complex conversation examples. Person A, what do you do to distress after a hectic workday? Person B, I usually immerse myself in a good book or engage in some light gardening. It helps me clear my head. Repeat after me. Person A, what do you do to distress after a hectic workday? Person B, I usually immerse myself in a good book or engage in some light gardening. It helps me clear my head. Person A, how do you balance your work life with your personal interests? Person B, I make sure to dedicate some time each evening to pursuing my hobbies, such as playing the piano or learning a new language online. Repeat after me. Person A, how do you balance your work life with your personal interests? Person B, I make sure to dedicate some time each evening to pursuing my hobbies, such as playing the piano or learning a new language online. Let's introduce some idioms. An idiom is an expression whose meaning is different from the literal meaning of the words. Blow off steam means to release stress or energy. You can say, I blow off steam after work by going for a run. Repeat after me. I blow off steam after work by going for a run. Recharge my batteries means to rest and regain energy. You can say, I recharge my batteries after work by taking a nap. Repeat after me. I recharge my batteries after work by taking a nap. Another idiom is hit the books. This means to study. You can say, I have to hit the books after work because I have an exam tomorrow. Repeat after me. I have to hit the books after work because I have an exam tomorrow. When speaking formally, you might use more precise and elaborate language. For example, instead of saying, I watch TV, you might say, I partake in televised entertainment. In contrast, when speaking informally, you can use slang or more casual expressions. For example, instead of saying, I spend time with my family, you might say, I hang out with my family. It's important to choose your words carefully depending on the situation and who you are talking to. Think about this. Can you think of any other hobbies or activities that you enjoy after work? How would you describe them using the new vocabulary we have learned today? Let's consider the differences between formal and informal speech. Formal. Following my professional obligations, I typically engage in culinary activities to prepare my evening sustenance. Informal. After work, I usually cook dinner. Repeat both. Formal. Subsequent to my diurnal employment, I often dedicate time to perusing literary works. Informal. After work, I often read a book. Quote, repeat both. Formal. In order to maintain optimal physical wellness, I consistently allocate time for aerobic exercise after concluding my work tasks. Informal. To stay healthy, I always exercise after work. Repeat both. Comprehensive review. We covered basic verbs like to go, to eat, to watch, to relax, and to meet. We also learned more specific activities like to cook, to read, to exercise, to clean, and to spend time with family. We practiced using these words in sentences and dialogues. We also learned some common mistakes to avoid, like forgetting the word to before the verb. We explored idioms like blow off steam, recharge my batteries, and hit the books. And we discussed the differences between formal and informal language. Let's summarize the main concepts. 1. Describing your daily routine after work requires knowing verbs and adverbs of frequency. 2. You can use these words when someone asks, what do you do after work? 3. Practice is crucial to make it feel natural. Here are some final practice exercises. 1. What's the first thing you do when you get home after work? 2. Do you prefer to relax alone or with others after work? 3. How do you balance your work life with your personal life? 4. What's your favorite hobby to indulge in after work? 5. How often do you exercise after work? 6. Do you prefer to cook your own meals or eat out after work? 7. How do you distress after a stressful day at work? 8. How much time do you spend with your family after work? 9. What's your favorite way to recharge your batteries after work? 10. Do you have any evening classes or commitments after work? Now, let's repeat some comprehensive examples. 1. After work, I unwind by listening to relaxing music and preparing a simple meal. Repeat. After work, I unwind by listening to relaxing music and preparing a simple meal. 2. I typically dedicate a few hours each evening to pursuing my passion for photography. Repeat. I typically dedicate a few hours each evening to pursuing my passion for photography. 3. If I have a stressful day, I usually hit the gym to blow off some steam and clear my head. Repeat. If I have a stressful day, I usually hit the gym to blow off some steam and clear my head. 4. Spending quality time with my family is my priority after a long day at work. Repeat. Spending quality time with my family is my priority after a long day at work. 5. I like to recharge my batteries by taking a long hot bath and reading a captivating novel before bed. Repeat. I like to recharge my batteries by taking a long hot bath and reading a captivating novel before bed. 6. After work, I often meet up with friends for a casual dinner and some lively conversation. Repeat. After work, I often meet. My after-work routine includes tidying up my living space to create a calm and organized environment. Repeat. My after-work routine includes tidying up my living space to create a calm and organized environment. 8. I am fond of exploring new recipes after work to enhance my culinary repertoire. Repeat. I am fond of exploring new recipes after work to enhance my culinary repertoire. 9. Engaging in artistic expression is a delightful way for me to unwind after a challenging day at the office. Repeat. Engaging in artistic expression is a delightful way for me to unwind after a challenging day at the office. 10. I dedicate a portion of my evening to studying and expanding my professional skill set through online courses. Repeat. I dedicate a portion of my evening to studying and expanding my professional skill set through online courses. You have learned so much today. Be proud of yourself. You are improving your English skills every day. Remember that consistent effort is key to fluency. Conclusion, congratulations. You have completed today's lesson on what we do after. I am so impressed with your hard work and dedication. You have learned a lot of new vocabulary and practiced using it in sentences and dialogues. For homework, I want you to write a short paragraph about your own after-work routine. Use as many of the new words and phrases as possible. Share it with a friend or language partner and practice speaking it aloud. Also, try to listen to native English speakers talking about their routines. You can watch TV shows, movies, or listen to podcasts. Pay attention to the words and phrases they use and try to incorporate them into your own vocabulary. In our next lesson, we will be talking about weekend activities. This is another great topic for everyday conversation. We will learn even more vocabulary and practice speaking in real-life scenarios. Keep practicing, my friends. The more you practice, the more confident you will become. Don't be afraid to make mistakes. That's how we learn. Just keep going, and you will reach your goals. If you found this lesson helpful, please like, share, and subscribe to our podcast. Your support helps us create more helpful content for English learners like you. Thank you for joining me today. It has been a pleasure teaching you. Remember to stay positive, keep practicing, and believe in yourself. You are doing great. Keep practicing, my friends. See you next time.